I'm Tammy McCormick Broussard, and we're at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival in Houston, Texas. And I'm here with my lovely mother, LaBertha Darrensburg McCormick. Hi, Mom.
Hello, Tammy.
Tell us about your participation in this year's event, Igbo Festival.
Well, I'll backtrack just a little. I'll backtrack last year. Last year we performed. I didn't get a chance to speak, but the performance was wonderful. We were well received. For the first time, I did the flag dance with my girls, and they followed along with me, and we looked beautiful. I fell right into the pattern of flag dancing like I had been doing it before, maybe in the other life. Anyway, and it was well received, and I enjoyed it. Everybody else did seem to. This year, there was a great mishaps along the way. Traffic jams, wrecks, all the other things that delayed us 2 hours. But I'll tell you this, I have 15 grandchildren and 9 grandsons, and 8 of them were over there for the last month, and I was so glad to get anywhere, even if I didn't get here on time, missed the whole program. It was wonderful just getting away from New Orleans, coming to Houston, to this wonderful festival, to see all of my related descendants, and the way they love each other, the way they cook rice, delicious. I don't know how we lost that, but we can't cook rice that good. Can you do that?
I can certainly do it. You're a great mom, and you taught me a lot of stuff, but also my darling Jared taught me some wonderful dishes too. So tell us about the rice that you enjoy.
Whatever it was, whatever is in it, I don't know. I haven't tasted quite like that before. Not even New Orleans cuisine, the third place for food, third in the world, but the rice is, to me, is the first in the world. Right here from my people. Right, and somebody has to show me how to do that.
I enjoyed that rice too.
I'm enjoying myself, just the presence of my people and all of the festivity, the way they conglomerate and relate to each other in ways of just the celebratory air of the whole presence of our people is so enjoyable for me.
I'm Tammy McCormick Broussard, and
I'm LaBertha McCormick.
And we are Chic Nouvelle TV, signing off. Hi, I'm Tammy Broussard, and I'm with the president of the Ndi-Ichie Cultural Club, and we're here in Houston, Texas at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Would you pronounce your name for the viewers?
Tony Ndi-Ichie.
Great. Please tell us a little bit about the history of the event.
We've been doing this for the past 15 years. What we're doing is enriching the culture to the kids that we have here who don't have the opportunity of going home to Nigeria to see these things. So in order not for us to lose the culture, we decided that this is what we continue to do, to continue to keep the children at base with the culture at home.
Wonderful. And it's a wonderful way to bring Nigeria to America. Right. And as you said, have continuity of cultural enrichment, engagement, and education.
Right.
So where do you see the Igbo Festival going in the future?
Well, as you can witness, it is something that we can pull back. If we pull back, these children will ask us questions. Why? And that's why we keep on doing whatever we're doing, to continue to, put the culture before the children so that they keep saying, hey, what are we missing? What do we need to put together to keep this thing going?
One of the things I found fascinating was that the audience members, if they saw a very engaging performance, that they would throw cash, throw dollar bills at the performers. Can you tell us about that tradition and what that means?
Well, it goes back to that culture. When you appreciate what somebody's doing, you shower that person with money, and that's what we're doing, and it's a norm in our community.
Awesome. And the youth certainly look proud, they're beautiful, they're energetic, and thriving. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so very much, and I hope to see you guys next year. It's a little disappointing, we were waiting to see the great steel dancer, but we were told he got sick. Yes. But next year, we're looking forward to seeing you guys come back and fraternize with us. Since you guys found us, we're gonna embrace you guys. You're one of us.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. And I'm Tammy Broussard, and you are watching Chic Nouvelle TV. And I'm here with
Tony Ndi-Ichie.
Signing off.
Thank you.
Opportunity again to be honored. Chris Ulasi, may I say hello to you, please? Again. All right. It already been acknowledged, but I wanted to call the name. Thank you so very much. Let me share with you just these brief words. I remind everyone of the friendship with the great nation state of Nigeria, and I'm excited that you are gathered here to again highlight the very specialness of this great culture. I'm very pleased to say to you that President Barack Obama will welcome President Buhari of Nigeria next week when I return to Washington, D.C. What a great friendship. Congresswoman Shelia will be part of ensuring that he has a great welcome to recognize the friendship of this great nation and the United States. I want to particularly say to all of the participants in the dance extravaganza, we are lost when we do not connect and touch to our wonderful culture. To the Igbos, I want to say to you, I stand with this wonderful and diverse culture. And if I might try to do my best to welcome you in Ndi-Ichie, 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 Ndi-Ichie. I am your sister. I have established, as many of you know, the Congressional Nigerian Caucus. Besides Algeria, Nigeria is the only other African country that has a caucus in the United States Congress. And my co-chair is a gentleman who is a Republican from Ohio, Steve Chabot. And so you have a diverse caucus of an African-American woman and a male Caucasian Republican. We are working together for Nigeria. I'm delighted that our work is acknowledged by the State Department, and every time I get a chance, I say to the officials in Washington, we have the largest Nigerian population in North America, outside of possibly South America, the population in Brazil. We beat every city. New York can't touch her. Atlanta can't touch us. Houston is the king and queen. And we are grateful for your leadership. Now, I have a task for you. We recognize territory and turf. You have asked me to do this over and over again. I'm going to ask Pauline to gather a meeting of leaders, Igbo and non-Igbo from Nigeria, here in Houston, for us to be able to establish a team to get the Consul General office here in Houston, Texas. Now is the time. Now is the time. I will raise that issue with the President to ensure that you are heard. Because we are strong, we are doing business, and might I congratulate you and myself, if I might, for pushing for the non-stop that I will hope to be on will be flying to Houston to take the flight from Houston. They don't live in Houston, they live in Florida, they live in California. They are coming here to board that flight into Lagos, Nigeria. So the kind of people that will be coming here to reach Nigeria non-stop will be leaders of government, and they're coming right here to your home, the most populated, populous place in America of Nigerian descendants or individuals who have come from Nigeria. So I know that the dance must get on. I thought I'd give a little town hall meeting just for a moment. But let me conclude, because I'm looking at all of these very outstanding persons that are here. The last time I was here, I developed a wonderful friendship with the dynamic basketball player who joined me a few weeks later at an event that I held. Every time I come here, I see the talented 10. And so, to those of you being raised in America's schools, born here in the United States, your challenge is to be the greatest that you can be. In this population over here will be individuals who can be president of the United States of America. There is no limit to a nation that will understand diversity. You know I must close, as I indicated, I'm going out, but I will not close without speaking to the obvious. One, I hope that we realize, although there is the First Amendment, that all of us will rise to the occasion of making our words appropriate. And so I would say that words that call people out from individuals running for President of the United States are unacceptable. I need not say the obvious. It is unacceptable. We must stand together against that kind of ugliness. We all, Hispanic, African American, Nigerian American, other dialects and ethnicities and religions from the South Asian and Asian community, I mentioned Hispanic, and many others, faith and all, are equal under the sun. The other thing is that we are still working for America's call in their Constitution. The Constitution said we have come to form a more perfect union. We have one of the, let me not say that, I must boast, superior constitutions that have lasted for the years that it has lasted, with a Bill of Rights. And so, as you celebrate today, might we honor, by standing for a moment, those who lost their lives at Mother Emanuel, murdered, martyrs on the basis of race and racism. This is not America. This is not your home that you have come to adopt as your home. And I am committed to not letting the vicious death that they experienced be in vain. That we will rise, we will push back racism, we will move this country forward, and all of us in this room and outside this room will be able to be blessed by America's grace. Would you stand with me for a moment to honor those whose lives were taken in the vicious way that they had? In a moment of silence, please. While you remain standing, let me add to this moment of silence the victims who have been taken by the vileness of Boko Haram, and let us say to them, never, never again, and we will stop you, as Nigeria and her neighbors rise to their further greatness. Let us take a moment for those who have suffered at the vileness and viciousness of Boko Haram. Thank you so very much. Your kindness is appreciated. My pleasure to be here. I am honored to be in your presence. Might I now have the leadership that has made this so successful come to receive an honor that you are deserving from the United States Congress. Thank you so very much. Pardon. Thank you. Pauline, are you going to join them and other guests that need to be joined? These two sisters are hesitant. Please come and join these gentlemen. Their leadership is much appreciated. You have me going off the stage. Is this the Ndi-Ichie culture? Okay, I want to make it. Ndi-Ichie. Okay. Be careful, please. I am not going to read this in its entirety, but we don't come empty-handed. This is for your archives. It is to honor, and then I come in this building again. I don't know what building it is, but I need to see some of these in a frame because I'm not sure what you all are doing with this congressional acknowledgement in the Ndi-Ichie Youth Cultural Foundation and the Houston Igbo Fest 2015. May you continue to have this kind of inspiration for our youth. May you continue to lift up your cultural excellence and reach all of us throughout this community and region and state. And may I thank you for your connection to the wonderful nation state of Nigeria as it continues to climb in an economic engine, now with the passage of the African Growth and Opportunity Act, soon to be signed by the President of the United States of America. And let me thank you for your contribution, deserving the respect and commendation and admiration of the United States Congress. Shelia Jackson Lee, thank you so very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give a resounding applause to our Congresswoman, Shelia Jackson Lee, for being a friend of the community, for being a friend of Africa, for speaking the truth, for being a progressive mind, an intellect of the first order, a graduate of Yale and the University of Virginia Law School. She has continued to trumpet and to foster better understanding, community building, and build breeding across the continent. We really appreciate you for this great commendation, and we want you to come back. This is a product of the Igbo community here, the Igbo Catholic Community Center. Yes, you've been here before, and we will respond to your invitation. We'll cooperate with you, do whatever is necessary to make that happen. We really appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. All right.
I'm a friend to the Congresswoman, Shelia Jackson Lee.
I am Lady Ndi-Ichie, friend to Pauline. We are at the Igbo Catholic Community Center and they're doing the Igbo Fest. And my husband is the president of the Igbo Catholic community here in Houston.
And who's your husband, ma'am?
Ndi-Ichie Mekasi Wayume. He is sitting right there at the front.
Great, thank you. Maybe we get you guys later. Let's go back to the program. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Chic Nouvelle TV show. I am Ndi-Ichie, and I'm at the 15th annual Igbo Festival, and I'm here with Mr.
Emeka C.Y. Ume.
All right. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about this festival? Give us, some background history about it. Why is it so wonderful? Because I think it's wonderful.
It's a very wonderful event. We've been having this for over 15 years, like you must have heard. And the idea behind it is our culture. Our culture, we don't want to sink into oblivion. Okay, especially our kids. We are all aging, and we want something we can pass on to our kids. That is the essence of having the cultural festival, for them to know exactly, at least, if we're gonna miss everything, they'll get something out of it. So that's why we do this every year.
Okay, and I noticed the energy of the youth that are here. I'm noticing the beautiful colors. We're talking to some of the youth, and I'm noticing just beautiful cultural names. And actually, my siblings actually happen to have some of the same names, because my mother named several of us African names. And I know that with each one of them, there was a meaning behind it. And I think that with this entire festival, there's a meaning and there's a purpose, as you have already explained. So can you give us an idea of maybe how it may expand in the future?
Well, I was hearing a lot of people saying that because of the number of people that are here this time, we may go to a stadium or a bigger arena to do this, because this is constantly getting bigger and better every year. So this is the plan that is on the pipeline now. But so far, this is what we have. And let me continue. Let me tell you that this center is a community center by the Igbos. Nobody financed this area except us, by ourselves, just to propagate our culture. We also say our mass religious services once a month here in our language, okay? And we are under the Diocese of Galveston, Houston. It's not something we are just doing by ourselves, because this is a Catholic setup, and Catholic is universal. You can go to any Catholic church, no matter the language, and follow it up during the mass service. So we are under the Galveston, Houston Archdiocese, under Bishop or rather Cardinal Denado. So, and I'm happy to tell you that I am running this whole community center. I'm the president of the community center. Day in, day out activities are just under my portfolio.
Well, I'd like to say that I'm very impressed with everything that I have seen. My family was a part of the event on last year. We're here this year, and we definitely plan to be here next year. So thank you very much for having us.
I really want to thank all of you for coming again this year. You all set a wonderful record when you came last year. Yes. It was captivating, and people were, in fact, I was expecting to see the same masquerade or the same dancing group. Unfortunately, I don't think they made it this time.
They were booked somewhere else, but next year we should definitely be able to be here. And we have also been training the younger members of our family. So we have like 3-year-olds, 7-year-olds that are still dancers now. So hopefully they'll be a part of it next year.
We're glad to have you on next year. That is the highlight of what we did last year. Okay. That's the highlight, and we would like to see it again here. Everybody, the people are asking me, are they here? When are they coming out? So when you came and told me you're trying to set up a room for interview, I thought you guys were getting ready to come out there and perform.
Okay, well, we hope next year we will not disappoint. I'll definitely talk to our talent and, make sure that all of us will be here. So,
thank you very much.
All right.
And I wish you all a safe trip back to Louisiana or New Orleans. Yes, okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, this is, okay. Yes, sir, and I saw that Shelia Jackson Lee was here tonight. What was that all about?
Well, it's nothing more than coming to her own people. This is the second time that she's visited us. We had a dinner April, and she came in as a keynote speaker. And today again, she came in to remind us who we are, exactly who we are, and our power and what we can do. Because I know the last time she came in, I was saying something and I said our number is our strength. And that rang a very big bell to her when the time comes for politics and everything. Our number here can send somebody up there. Okay, so that is it. She knows what she's doing. She's familiarizing herself with us. And right now, look at the ideas she came with today. Having a direct flight from Houston to Lagos. It used to happen, but with the way things, political turmoil and the way things have been going, it stopped. But right now, because of her power and because of she knowing us and knowing our numerical strength and knowing that Houston is the nucleus of all the Nigerians, she's working hard to make sure that we have a line that goes from here to Lagos, Nigeria. So she knows that this is a very fertile land, a land that can yield. What I mean by the land is the community, the Nigerian community is a place to talk about, a place where you can invest and it yields a whole lot of dividend for you. So she knows what she's doing, and we are very happy that she came here today. Shelia Jackson is a voice of reasoning. You cannot suppress Shelia Jackson, no matter what. She always likes her voice to be heard, no matter wherever she is. So from the way she was speaking today, you all should know that she's a go-getter. And she stands up for uprightness. She knows the oppressed, the suppressed, and the people that need to be heard. Shelia Jackson represents all of them.
Yes, well, I definitely saw when she was standing up there, I said, this is definitely a powerful and an inspirational person. And I heard them mention her name. I didn't know exactly who she was, but I said, wow, to say that all of these people are here, and there were a lot of people, the young people, some were walking in and some were walking out, but for the majority of the people that were there, she captivated their attention. So, yes.
That's what she is. We are glad we have Shelia Jackson now in our midst. We can always go to her. A lot of Africans, and it's worthwhile to mention that immigration issues, she's there too. A lot of us that are foreigners have immigration issues. And if your case is straightforward, Shelia Jackson will help you. And she has helped a lot of Africans, not even Nigerians. And now that we are coming closer to know her, she will be more approachable. She has known what we are meant for. She has known our what. She has known that the community, the Igbo community, built this place. This place is worth $5 million, built by ourselves. Okay? So we are very proud of this area. It's sitting on about 5 acres worth of land.
Hello, my name is Catherine Elam here in Houston, Texas at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival. And we'll be right back after this station break.
Hi, I'm Tammy Broussard, and I'm here at the Houston's 15th Annual Igbo Festival, and I heard the Honorable Congresswoman Lee talk about the Nigerian population here in Houston, Texas. She said it was the largest population outside of Nigeria itself.
That is very correct. Nigeria community is a well-educated community. You have lawyers, you have doctors, you have engineers, and in Houston, you have all these companies. Look at our medical facilities. Lots and lots of doctors come to Houston. I'm trying to tell you what makes the population of Nigerians big. They are well educated, a lot of doctors, a lot of pharmacists, lots and lots of nurses, and all the other people that are in the medical field. So this is where it happens. And because of the medical facilities in Houston, that attracts a lot of people here. Are you talking about engineering? Those that are working in NASA, and those that are working in oil companies, and so on and so forth. And our children that are growing up to get into these companies. And then their children growing up too. So this kind of thing to increase our population, and it continues to increase. An average family here has 4 children. So you can imagine what the population will be in the next 10 years. But the main reason why the population is growing like this, job opportunities, medical facilities, oil companies, the legal professions. These are the reasons why our population here is very, very big, bigger than any other place. Because now Houston is trying to be second to the largest city in United States. And Nigerians contribute to this population explosion. A lot of young kids, they are still having kids and kids and kids and kids. America itself, I remember, by the year, in the next 10 years, I think Mexicans will overtake in the population. But our own people, Nigerians, are contributing to the population growth.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'm Tammy Broussard at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival in Houston, Texas, and I'm with
Sir Emeka C.Y. Ume, the president of Igbo Catholic Community here in Houston.
Wonderful. A pleasure chatting with you today.
Thank you.
Signing off, Chic Nouvelle TV.
Welcome back to the Chic Nouvelle TV show. I am Rowena Kay, and we are in Houston at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival.
Hi, I'm Tammy Broussard, and I'm here at the Igbo Festival in Houston, Texas. And I'm here with Mr. Obi Pro, aka Mr. Pro. Tell us about your involvement in today's festival.
Yes, thank you. We are the Heartbeat of Africa, the #1 Afrobeat station in Houston, Texas on KPFT 90.1. So we came here because we have Adrian Garcia. He's running for mayor, and they told us that we need to come here to cover the events. So we're here to support, because I am from Igbo tribe, I'm from Nigeria originally, and we do Afrobeat, so we cover everything concerning music, culture, and entertainment on KPFT 90.1.
Wonderful. How long have you been involved with the radio station?
I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I started off on the HD channel, that's like online, and I started doing the FM dial like a year now.
What has been your most memorable encounter for tonight? What would you take away tonight?
You know, the culture, the Igbos, we have a culture that you can't take away. It's something that you have to know as a child. That I grew up in Nigeria, and I came over here like 15 years ago, and to see that they have been doing this, and this is the 5th annual festival, Igbo festival, that means that, you know, people, and it's growing, like for them to have like someone like Shelia Jackson to come here, that means a lot for the community.
I can say that the Honorable Shelia Jackson Lee did make some poignant statements about the state of affairs, race relations, and the importance of keeping educational enrichment, cultural enrichment with the Nigerian youth. So that was definitely very good to see. Tell us what future endeavors you may be involved in, any projects you're working on.
Okay, right now we're working on trying to elect Adrian Garcia as the next mayor of Houston. So I'm the one that is in charge of the youths, mobilizing the youths to Africans for Adrian Garcia. So that's part of what I'm doing, and we have some other stuff that we're doing on the radio that we're trying to let the Houston put Afrobeats on the mainstream, because Afrobeats, it's a new trend of music that it's combined with African music with the beats. So all those things are stuff that we know in Europe. It's already been known in Europe, so it's stuff that we're working on. That's why I got on the radio, because it's something that we're working on to see if we can push it out in the US here. And with a lot of collaborations going on, you know, we have a lot of African artists collaborating with all the American artists. So Afrobeat still consists of hip hop, R&B, pop, reggae, and high life. So that is what we're working on to put it out to the mainstream.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. And I'm with Mr. Obi Pro, and you are watching Chic Nouvelle TV, and I'm Tammy Broussard.
Hello, my name is Catherine Elam, and I'm here at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival here in Houston, Texas. I'm here with my friend, Mr. Chris Olasi.
Hello, Catherine. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Having fun?
Yes, I'm loving it. This is a wonderful festival we have here tonight.
Glad that you guys are here covering it.
Thank you.
We've been doing this now for 15 years. The festival itself, but the organization itself has been in existence close to 30 years.
Wow.
It's one of the most durable community organizations here in Houston, made up mostly of Nigerian diasporans here.
So I'm guessing you've done a bit of traveling since this is not your native land here in Houston, Texas. So what does this festival mean?
This is my second.
Your second home. So what does this festival mean to you as a native Nigerian here in Houston?
I'm the cultural director or the festival director for the Igbo Fest, Houston. And the reason for this initially was that there is a great difficulty acculturating as a diasporan. If you emigrate from your country and come into another country, a lot of things happen. Okay? And eventually, when you find your footing, you want to make sure that not just yourself, but the future generation have a sense of where they come from, their history, their culture, some of the social practices that establish who they are. And the Masquerade Festival, the Folklore Festival, the Language Festival, all of these combine to contribute, to our own evolution here in the United States. So we're happy to be staging this event in the Gulf Coast area.
Oh, wonderful. So as a member of the youth community and seeing all of the young people just with their colors and their outfits and all the unique styles, what does your impact on the youth really mean for you?
You can tell from the number of people. We have 3 times or 4 times more people outside than we're inside. I understand that the program has really overgrown, the location. We're looking for a better venue, maybe an outside venue, although in July it's very hot.
Yeah.
But so an outside venue that can really accommodate this number of, attendants. But for the youths, our principal, reason for staging this festival is cultural education, a knowledge of who they are, some of the important cultural traditions of their people, and also as part of the human community. You celebrate your own culture. It enriches the global culture, because even America, as great as it is made up of hybrid cultures from different parts of the world, and that's what's most interesting about it. So the youths gain from this, and eventually you will be amazed how when they're alone they talk about this experience and they want to come back every year. Yeah.
Last question for you is, where do you see the youth and the larger community taking this event and this organization, and what are your hopes and dreams for it?
Well, our hopes and dreams, it's as part of the broader aspiration of the people here. Like the Congresswoman said, Shelia Jackson said, that Houston hosts the largest Nigerian community outside of Nigeria. And she said Brazil. Well, Brazil has a huge African community, and here in the United States, huge is resident to that. So we hope to continue to do this every year, and the youths are more and more engaged. And with social media or other means of social engagement, we can help to foster in the knowledge of our culture, history, of the Nigerian people, the Igbos, and that's where we hope that this will take place. And another important aspect of that is that language is an important aspect of culture, and so the language education is an important one. It's not too late to learn, but the important thing that we're trying to inculcate in the parents is to teach these kids when they're quite young. As a young kid, you can learn multiple languages that really matter. But the effort, there has to be a concerted effort on the part of the parents to teach them this language, and so that they will carry it through in the rest of their life. Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to have friends back home who speak this beautiful language, and you know, it's wonderful to hear it and see it grow amongst all people in all generations. So I thank you for your time.
No problem. The pleasure is mine. Thank you for coming.
So thank you. I'm Catherine Elam here in Houston, Texas with Mr. Chris Olassie.
Yes.
And we are at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival. This is Chic Nouvelle TV. Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, we just want to say thank you very much for taking interest. I know that you last year was a great one. The people were excited and they were looking forward to the still dancers. And that's where a lot of people came from, because back home we have stick dancers. They call them Izaga. You know, wonderful still dancers in Nigeria. So, but we're looking forward to the next one. I hope you guys will come back again and be part of this. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, we are the West African Dancers, and here's our dance.
So let's talk about your book. Tomorrow you will be performing at the Ensemble Theater, doing a dramatic interpretation of some pieces. Tell us about that.
Several of the pieces. One of the piece speaks of "I Got There" is the name of the poem, and it speaks of in the times of slavery how we had to endure the sufferings of slavery, and how this particular soul's saint got there is heaven, is where it wasn't thought of that we would even go, but it speaks of how she got there. It's a wonderful piece. Plus, my daughter is dancing to the piece as I recite.
And which daughter is that?
This is number 9, Diara. She's a dancer by natural talent and ability, and she will be demonstrating the actions of a saint having gone to heaven.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So tell us what your next project will be after the book, and what you're looking forward to. What's your next project?
The project that's in the process of completion is my first CD that is set, that is almost perfect. The first one was small and imperfect and not good enough to spread about, but this one I would like everybody in the world to have one, because I think it will be well received.
Well, speaking of imperfections, I think you're perfect. You're my mom.
Wonderful.
This is Rowena Kay. I'm at the 15th Annual Igbo Festival in Houston, Texas. We'll be right back. I am Rowena McCormick Robinson, and I am the CEO of Chic Nouvelle Model Management, as well as my husband, Russell Robinson. We also have a lot of singers. We have gospel singers, we have R&B singers, we have liturgical dances, African dances, we have Zumba dances, we have silk dances, we have African drummers.
If you'd like for Chic Nouvelle to spice up your event, please contact us at 504-235-1366.
I crawl for freedom. I walk for freedom. I run for freedom. We's all entitled for freedom. Freedom is a mighty right. It's a mighty right. I help get myself freedom. I help get many others freedom. Tell me, what are you doing with your freedom?
Thanks for tuning in today to watch the new Chic Nouvelle TV show. And please tune in at the same time this season on Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. for our 2015 series. Thanks again for watching. I am Rowena K.